I'm a recruiter and I review your resumes. The resume we have up first is a data engineer. And this data engineer told me that if I've only gotten one interview after applying to over 800 jobs. So if you were getting one interview per 800 applications, you are doing something critically wrong in your resume, and your resume stinks. So I'm expecting this to be an awful resume. And I want to let people know I do more than tech. I do accountants. I do other recruiters. I do customer service reps. But right now the tech market is in shambles, although the data engineer market is not bad. So most of the resumes sent to me are tech. So what do we need for a data engineer? We need Python, ETL or ELT, SQL, Cloud plus S3 or the equivalent for GCP and Azure, which I don't know off the top of my head, but as long as I see like Azure and then whatever, we should be good. DataX, so like data models, data lakes, data, the ability to manage and communicate data plans to non-technical people. This is critical. Meet multiple deadlines. Big data, so Kafka, Spark, Hadoop. Git. The industry, so like if you're in an SaaS, which is software as a service, or SDLC, which is software development lifecycle. And then rare but nice to have as extra credit is Tableau, Power BI, AI, ML, BigQuery, Snow, and CI/CD. So I need to find 75% of these in qualification format, not keyword format, not keyword hunting. I am qualification hunting. Will I find them in 20 seconds, which is all the time recruiters have? No, absolutely not. This resume is awful. It takes them over 800 applications to get an interview. A good resume will get you one interview per around 50 applications. My resumes that I teach you how to do get you one interview per 7 applications. There are some asterisks on that. If you're international, your ratio is just going to be worse. But I have gotten a lot of international people jobs. I've gotten people jobs at Fang. And if you're applying to only remote roles, it's probably going to be a 1 in 20 instead of a 1 in 7. But my methods help people out. So let's see what is awful about this resume and why it does not work as a data engineer. So 20 seconds on the clock. And God, okay, this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Where's your education? Okay, at the bottom. Okay. Oh, this is so hard to read. Deployed production grade data lakes. Okay, using Spark, Airflow, classified and orchestrated. Why do I care about this? I don't. This doesn't matter. And bronze, silver. What time? Oh boy. That was some awful formatting. So people get confused about why formatting matters in your resume, and the entire point of formatting matters for one single reason. The 20 seconds. Your formatting should be boring and basic so that I could read further in your resume in 20 seconds. That's it. That's the entire purpose. This is the formatting that I recommend everybody use. It is in the link below. This is how you do it. Is it boring? Yeah, that's the point. Is it easy to read? Perfectly easy on the eyes. Does it have a lot of white space? Yes. Is it ugly? Yeah, but that's a feature. That's not a bug. So this completely fails at formatting, but you can still get a job with bad formatting, right? Like it's possible to get an interview with bad formatting. This one though is so incredibly awful that I could not read past the first sentence. And I normally can read more than that. It's just that was literally so teeny. I'm not changing the font for you all. This is what I see. This is what you all see. I have to go in and squint. I don't know if there's like 0.7 or something, but this is incomprehensible. This I can actually read. And yeah, I have bad eyesight because I read resumes every darn day. So, anyway. Now, I said specifically, I am not keyword hunting because you're probably like, Lee, what are you talking about? Every single thing you wanted was in here, or every single thing you wanted was in here. Why did you not count that? Well, the same thing I'm not keyword hunting as I'm qualification hunting. So a keyword is what the hiring team needs. Python is a keyword. Data lakes is a keyword. The ability to manage, communicate data plans to non-technical people. The industry, those are things the hiring team wants. Okay? This is what the hiring team needs. If they don't see it in the resume, they're not going to move forward with you. But a qualification is different than a keyword. A qualification is a keyword plus how you used it, plus the business reasons you used it, basically the non-technical reason you used it, plus where you used it. And if it's not what, how, why, where, it does not count on your resume, which is why this professional summary does not count and might as well not exist. This is why this technical skills section does not count and should not exist, is because it does not tell me how or why or where you used it. So thus, this doesn't matter. Now, your first bullet point has two things I want. Well, 1.5 things. So you have Data Lake, right? And you have PySpark, which is something I could want because that's a little bit of AI. So that's 1.5. But you did not tell me the non-technical reason you did it. Classified and orchestrated 50 data sources, real-time streams, batch files, API endpoints. I really actually have to like zoom in here. This is like really hard to read. With a 99% on-time delivery and faster incident resolution. Cool, that doesn't matter. I don't care about that. The manager doesn't care about that. I have never seen in my life a job description that said, you know what you need to do? You must be qualified by orchestrating 50 data sources and architected scalable bronze, silver, gold transformations. Not a single job description says that. Because those are hot dogs, not hamburgers. So, I imagine that maybe you're hungry right now. Well, if you're not, imagine that you are. You go to a restaurant. At that restaurant, you say, I'd like a cheeseburger. They say, that's it? You say, yep, just a cheeseburger. So they go to the kitchen and they bring you back 3 hot dogs with a side of cheese. And they say, here you go. This is what you wanted. And you say, I think there's been a mistake. I wanted a cheeseburger. This is 3 hot dogs with a side of cheese. And they say, no. This is what you wanted. A hot dog has meat just like a hamburger. A hot dog has buns just like a hamburger. And a hot dog can have cheese just like a hamburger. So when you said you wanted a cheeseburger, what you really wanted was these 3 hot dogs. And you would look at them like they were crazy and you would walk away. And that's the exact same problem with this. Bronze, silver, gold transformations, hot dog. Spark, hot dog. SQL, hamburger. Python, hamburger. Pandas, extra credit, that's a side of fries. Reduce data onboarding time by 33%, hot dog. And improve data set freshness, nobody cares. Like, I've never seen a single job description do that. And again, this is not, oh, Lee, you're being a particular recruiter. This is everybody in the market is telling this person that this resume is awful and garbage because they have filled it to the brim with hot dogs and they do not have any qualifications. If you're keyword hunting, sure, but recruiters aren't keyword hunting. If we were keyword hunting, this resume would actually get interviews, but we're not. We're qualification hunting. So I'm going to need you to go back to the drawing board and I'm going to need you to delete all of this. I'm going to need you to make simple sentences, very clear, very concise, that are basic and tell us specifically how you did what you did, the non-technical reasons you did what you did, and, well, the actual keywords themselves, because we still need that. If you do that, you will then go from a frown to a very okay, that's not a happy face. I'm not an artist. This is from a frown, and you will turn it upside down, and you will be very happy, and you will get interviews. So delete this, start again, make it for a non-technical audience, actually include these, because I still don't see that you can manage and communicate data plans to non-technical people. In fact, your resume is so incredibly technically dense that it basically shows that you can't communicate technical plans to non-technical people. Also, it doesn't have to be 1 page. That's fine. Although you've been working since 2023, yeah, this should be 1 page. You don't have enough experience to fill this more than 1 page. If you do, then you're just kind of stuffing it with unnecessary information. So be happy, follow my advice, get interviews, get a 1-to-7 ratio. But before we go to the next one, I just want to thank everybody who is a member for watching this video and supporting my channel. My members get access to videos early. So if you want to support me, you can join in the link below. Thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate it. I am a small channel and could not do this without you. And to everybody else, if you ever want your resume reviewed, stop on by my live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. PST on twitch.tv/headlessheadhunter. And right here on YouTube, that is where I review resumes live. You get a chance to get yours reviewed, but let's go to the next one and see if it's good or garbage. This is a resume of a full stack software developer. Now, they are in Portugal, but I will say I have gotten people jobs in the United States, Canada, Mexico, India, the UK, the EU, Africa, and I believe Singapore. So I've gotten people across the globe. I don't know if I specifically helped anybody in Portugal, but I have to view this as if this was in the US, and weirdly enough, what works in the US is like 90% as effective outside the US as well. So it mostly works. There may be one or two things that are different. There may be one or two things that are going to go past me, and unfortunately that's just the case because I cannot be in every market. So what do we need for a full stack software developer? We need degree, TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. I don't care how basic it is. If you do not have TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS in your first bullet point, you are in for a bad time. But Lee, X means Y. No, it doesn't. Nothing means nothing. You have to explicitly state what you're doing. RESTful APIs or REST APIs, SQL, any cloud, any. But you do have to mention the specific cloud. So AWS, GCP, or Azure. Backend, Python, C#, .NET, or Java. React, React.js, Angular, Node.js, Vue.js, DevOps, CI/CD, Agile, Git, and extra credit for large scale of what you've done, AI tools, and cross-functional. So let's see if we can find it in 20 seconds. And let's find out. And go. Okay. Good. Built a multi-web application, JavaScript, React. Okay, but why did you do it? Developed REST APIs in Ruby on Rails and Django to serve data front-end clients. Use Celery. But why did you do it? Why did you do it? Led multiple teams of 5 members. That's fine. Why? Okay. So a couple of things. In the US, this doesn't make sense. I talked with this person in chat, but they're currently in school and they've been doing this since 2024 as a senior software developer. That does not make sense. Now, they said specifically this is like kind of a co-op thing where you work with real clients. And unfortunately, my knowledge of whether or not you should put it as September 2024 current, or if you should just make this as a project, is beyond me based on I don't know how common that is in Portugal. In the US, if this was in the US, I would suggest you change this, right? To instead of September 2024 to June 2025, because that would make more sense that you graduated. I'd also then take out the senior, because that's a little weird. And just put it as a software developer. Now, my problem with these bullet points is they just don't have the whys. Built multi-applications to serve data to the front end. Why? Why did offload time-intensive background tests matter? I don't know. Why did you manage assets with AWS? And again, I'm not looking for S3. I'm just looking for AWS. Why did you maintain an active developer role? What was the point of this? I don't know. Implemented UI with Chakra SCC. This one has nothing I need, so this sentence shouldn't even exist. And again, you have the keywords, but you don't have the qualifications. And I would develop REST APIs in Ruby on Rails and Django. Don't do this. Just say developed RESTful APIs. In fact, this should be in your first one. These should be combined, which is built multiple web applications using Python, TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, React. That should be your first one so that our clients could X and Y. And then the rest of this could be in the second bullet point. But you can also put in an AWS environment. It's just, I'm really struggling to find why you did these things, and you need to let me know. I understand it sounds weird, but you need to know the non-technical reasons you did it. For doing all of this stuff, there was a point. Why did you manage assets? I don't know. You didn't tell me. Why did a consistent design matter? I don't know. You didn't tell me. Why was sprint tracking mattering? I don't know. You didn't tell me. Why was redundant network requests matter? I don't know. Why did creation flows matter? I don't know. So it's not like it's the worst resume ever, but I need you to put qualifications and not keywords. And I need you to tell me the non-technical reason you did it for that. So formatting wise is good. It's just the rest of it needs help. So please fix these bullet points because that is going to matter of how to get a 1 in 7. Next resume. This is a resume of another full stack. So yeah, we know what we need here. Full stack is, I wonder if the next two are going to be full stack. I don't plan out who they are. If you want to know how I pick which resumes to review is I pick one to be the start of the video, and then the rest of the resumes are randomly determined by people that are currently in chat when I am live streaming. So I don't know what's going to be next. Could be another full stack, could be a data analyst, could be not tech at all. I don't know. Could be a recruiter. We'll find out. But right now we got another full stack, and well, we already know what we need for this. So I don't need to go over that again. This person said, I recently finished an internship. I want to start applying to some jobs. This resume hasn't gotten me any interviews. So okay, good. It does look like you have graduated, so let's find out what is bad about this resume. So we have 20 seconds on the clock, and go. Develop to maintain productivity-focused web views using TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, good. To improve user interaction, task management, still too complicated. Integrated web flows to enable updates and seamless user interactions. Kind of okay. Worked on front-end features with collaborative engineering, communicating progress through Agile and Git. Time. I don't know why I said dip. That I know that's Git. I'm tired and my words are not wording. So yeah, this format is bad, right? It's not the worst, but you want to use this. Remember, your education should be up at the top. Second, don't tell me this, right? Like if you're applying to a full stack role and you say systems engineer, they're going to be like, so don't put that there. And then down here, it's not the worst. It's just, I don't have enough. So TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, perfect. The problem is I don't see any backend. I don't see any cloud. I don't see any DevOps. I don't see any, which the Angular node or Vue. I don't see any SQL. And that you have only about 50% of what I need in this little section. And remember, I need 75. Is that I'm just missing too many things. Like, I'm missing the backend language. I'm missing Angular, Node, Vue, or JS. You don't need all of them. I'm missing DevOps. I'm missing cloud is a big one. So it's not that it's bad. And again, I would prefer slightly less technical stuff. Like, to improve user interactions and task management workflow, a little too technical. I'd rather you just say, in HTML to ensure that our users had a seamless experience when using our website or something like that. That is how I would prefer you to write it. And then here, my problem with the second sentence is you only have one keyword. You need a minimum of 3, a maximum of 6 per. And again, you did it right in that one. That's a 2. That's not right. Yeah, so you only have one here. And then this only has 2. And then again, why do I care about some of this stuff? Like, I don't want to see that you used Agile and Git for collaborated stuff. You're not an intern anymore. I do want to see you use Agile and Git, but I'd rather you just say in an Agile environment using Git. And then there has to be more to this. So you have 3 bullet points that have 2, 3, 4 keywords in them total. Sorry, not 4 keywords in them total. 7 keywords out of 3 bullet points, and that's not enough. And then we go down to here, and you have React.js, which is good, but Again, we still have the problem with this. This reads more like a front-end dev, but I have the qualifications for a front-end dev, and doesn't actually read like you have enough for a front-end dev either. So, like, as an example, for front-end, we'd want this. Degree is the same, right? Portfolio we'd need. Then React, which we have. TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. Angular, which I don't have. Next.js, I don't have. That might be a typo. Nuxt. I think that might be Nest. I think I meant to say Nest. I'm not sure what I meant to say there. Maybe it's Nuxt. Node.js I don't see. I do see RESTful API. I don't see that you own the process from 0 to 1. I don't see that you communicated clearly with designers and product managers. You kind of did. No, because you communicated progress and updates. I don't want to see you communicate updates. I want to see that you communicate what you're building. Like, you have to be the bridge between the user and the product about what's feasible and what's not. And then I don't have this. So it's just, I only have about 50% of what I need for anything. So while the format doesn't really work, it's not the worst format ever, although you should still use mine. The big issue is just, you're not getting moved forward because you don't have enough experience. And I don't see enough for either a full stack or a front end. And that is the difference between the two. Next resume. This is a resume of an intern. So we don't know what we need for an intern because this is the first intern I've done in this video. So interns only need 4 things with the exception of like some PhD and some master level ones. Is they need your degree to show that you're still working or in some kind of co-op thing. The ability to work well with others, take direction and criticism, absolutely critical, and a basic knowledge of the tech stack. I have seen interns with much less impressive projects get jobs over people with great projects because they showed they can work well with others and they take direction and criticism. So this person has stated, applied a lot but never got anything. Well, out of the corner of my eye, I can understand why. Now, you still need some tech, right? You still need some tech. But I need a basic knowledge of it. So like SQL, cloud, a little bit of AI, object-oriented programming, RESTful APIs, that kind of stuff. Nothing crazy, just a little bit. So I'm expecting this resume to be awful. So let's see what I can and cannot find in 20 seconds. And God, what is this? All right, this doesn't count. Oh, that's your degree. Oh, wait, what? Okay, this doesn't... Wait. So you've got 2 degrees, okay, at the same time. And then you've trained cycle gains in PyTorch time. That was it. Yeah, I didn't see a single thing I needed. This is the importance of formatting. Because what you could have done is here and just put BA in... What is this? IT and data science. That would have been better. Or double major in IT. And you could put down here another one that would have said that. Because I spent so much time trying to figure out what these were for that I didn't even get past the first half of your sentence. This is a yeet it and delete the whole thing. So remember, this doesn't matter. Oh boy, this is a bad format. This doesn't matter because nothing we can use in it. This is... Why the table, bro? Alright, so then this is slightly more legible right now. Alright, trained CycleGAN image in PyTorch for 50 epochs per experiment on 1,000 paired and unpaired CUDA... What? What? Where's the Java? Where's the Python? Where's the C++ or C#.net? Where's RESTful APIs? What is this? I'm like reading this down. None of this matters. None of this means anything either. You've shipped 23 field display types? What? Added a server authoritative 1v1 duels? What is this? Summoner's Rift? We 1v1? Are we A-ramming it? What is happening here, man? I don't understand anything in this resume. I'm trying to find a single thing that is salvageable. There's nothing here. Yeah, there's literally nothing here. So, okay. Look, the fact is, I want you to imagine somebody you know. Okay? We're gonna put this person. I don't know who this person is. Could be your grandmother, your grandfather, your cousin, your uncle, your parents, your sibling. But this person is who you need to write it for. We're going to call this person Bob, right? Bob's your uncle, let's say, right? So Bob doesn't know how to turn on his computer. He doesn't. Bob does not know he has trouble sending an email. And Bob may be your manager. Maybe your recruiter. Don't know. But Bob is the one who's deciding if this is a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And Bob would look at this, and if Bob, who is your uncle, goes to you and says, "Hey, Anon, what did you do at school today?" And you told them that, "Oh, I shipped 23 field and display types with a read charts analytics HMAC signed webhook magbyte upload validation and sub-second API tests." They would go, "I don't understand that. What did you do today?" And you would say, "I added a server authoritative duels." And they say, "You fought somebody? You shouldn't fight somebody at school. That's not okay. We're sending you there so you can learn how to turn on it, so you can send emails and work with computers." And this is the person that is potentially reviewing your resume or hiring you. It's not just a recruiter. And your resume needs to be built for this person. So if this person was told, Bob, I need you to find somebody that has Python or Java or C# plus .NET. They have some SQL, they have some cloud, they have some AI and the object-oriented programming, and they can work well with others and take direction and criticism. Would Bob be able to find it in this resume? The answer is no, not at all. Bob would look at this and be like, I don't know what any of this is. Bob would struggle here. I struggled here because of how you wrote this. And I'm an above average tech recruiter. I'm not the best. I would never claim to be the best tech recruiter. That would be a bold-faced lie. But I am better than average, and I have taught other recruiters how to recruit in tech. And I have no idea what any of this is. No job description has ever said anything you've put in here in their life. So I'm going to need you to say bye to Bob and delete this whole thing. There is literally nothing here I can find in this resume that would move forward. And I need you to make it basic and boring. And I need you to make it for Bob. Because if Bob doesn't get it, you don't get an interview. And right now, everybody is telling you your resume stinks because you're not getting it from anyone. I don't even think people that were your peers would be able to understand the value of this resume. Like, not even just people like non-technical recruiters. I'm talking like your peers, I don't think would even do it. This is completely nonsense. You need to tailor it to what you want. Remember, to what they want. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if you want to serve your guest hot dogs. If they want hamburgers, they get hamburgers or you don't get paid. Next resume. This is a full stack software engineer. So they've gotten some attention with this resume, but it's fallen off recently, which makes sense. We're in the slow part of hiring. So hiring is a little weird in that the biggest booms of hiring of the year are January, February, and March. Then there is a boost in May. And then there's another boost in September. And then the rest of the year is normal. So that's how that works. Because that's just the hiring cycle. So we know what we need for full stack. Let's see if we can find it. 20 seconds on the clock. But let's find out. Quick note. Don't say English and Spanish. Say fluent in English and Spanish. And then here, you want to put, instead, you put U.S. citizen in Los Angeles, and then you can put it under this, or you can put it right here, which says fluent in English and Spanish, right? You do want to make sure you put that there because you also need your location. In fact, the fact that you don't have a location here is probably part of the reason you're having an issue. But let's find out. 20 seconds on the clock and go. Degree, good. I don't know if that matters. You don't want to put that there. Manage an interactive web app using HTML, CSS, and TypeScript with RESTful APIs, Postgres for GIST, data analytics. Why is this important? Build a production monitoring system with Playwright, Hotdog, and Node cron to schedule browser checks. Failures were detected. Why? Develop CI/CD and time. These are just not the greatest bullet points. They're not terrible, right? Like, I want to be clear. These are not garbage. Delete them fully, but like, they're kind of mid, at best. And I just don't see enough. So, like, as an example, manage an interactive web app using HTML, CSS, TypeScript, RESTful APIs, and PostgreSQL is good, but where's the JavaScript? I don't care if TypeScript means JavaScript. You put them both down. And it should say TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and then TypeScript, and then RESTful APIs and PostgreSQL. But what is a GIS analytic visualization platform? Like, what was the point of the platform? Like, why? So users could understand their geospatial location would be fine, but this is still a little too technical. And then here, my problem with this one is there's only one keyword. Oh, that was a really long line. There's only one keyword here, which is node. Which this is an okay description, like if failures are detected, but it's still like this is a good way to describe it. But again, you can't only have one keyword. You need a minimum of 3, a maximum of 6 in each bullet point. This has 4, 5, which is good. This has 1. CI/CD is good. GitHub is 2. And this at least tells me why, but this is only 2. Implemented using Django, 1. Optimized Tableau, nothing here that I can use. So I need 75% to move you forward, and I don't see enough of it. A, I don't see JavaScript. B, I don't see cloud, which is huge. Admittedly, if you don't have cloud, you're going to struggle. Not that it's impossible, but you're probably not going to get a 1 in 7 without cloud. I don't see. Do I even see a backend? I don't see the backend. I don't see Python or Java or C Sharp.net. I don't see React or Angular or React.js or no. I do see Node or Vue. I don't see DevOps. I do see CI/CD and I don't see Agile, but I do see Git. So again, this is the same problem one of the previous ones is. It's not that you formatted the bullet points bad. It's not that the font is bad. It's that you only have about 50% of what I need to move you forward. And if you only have 50%, that's not enough. You need 75%. Also, you graduated in 2024. You don't need to tell me that. Just put status graduated. You can just put status graduated. That's fine. You're out of school long enough that you can do that. So yeah, the reason you're struggling is A, there's no location. B, you just don't have enough. And it's not like I couldn't go through it fast enough either. It's like even digging through all of this, I did not find enough. I just didn't. You don't need all of React, JS, Angular, Node, Vue. I'd say you need like 2 from that part, but the rest of it I need. I need CI. I need Agile. I need DevOps. I need Cloud, and I need 1 or 2 more from that list. And I need a backend, and I just don't see it. And those are critical things that companies are not going to move you forward for. Like, they see enough here that they're like, all right, maybe they didn't put it in, because despite popular opinion, recruiters do send people in if it's not a perfect resume. But your goal is to make a perfect resume so that they'd send you in regardless. So that's all I can do for this resume. It just needs more. Your sentences are on the right? Like, again, some of these are really good sentences. It's just you need more. So that's all I can do for this resume, and that's it for this video. I just want to thank you all for watching. And to my members who get access to these videos early, if you all want to be a member, you can join in the link below. I just want to thank you, give you an extra special thanks for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot, so thank you very much for your support. And if anybody, not just members, wants their resume reviewed, hop on by the live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. PST on twitch.tv/headlessheadhunter and right here on YouTube. And I will see you all in the next video, but thank you for watching, and I'm here to help you get ahead of your job search. Later.